For the last 10 years, I have only trained for my upper body. Hear me out. When I was younger, I was extremely skinny. I was constantly being picked on for looking like a twig. And one time, I was hanging around with my crush. Her eyes scanned me up and down. She reached out, her hand easily circling my arm. "Wow, you're so skinny!" she giggled, not exactly the reaction I was hoping for. And in that moment, I didn't feel just skinny. I felt invisible, worthless. Now after that, I felt totally ashamed of myself. It got me down really bad. But I decided to fight back, and I thought, hey, why not try getting bigger? So I jumped into weightlifting, hoping that it would boost my confidence and help me stand up to the tough times that I had. So I started grinding, and it turned out weightlifting wasn't my thing. I didn't enjoy it. I stuck with it for almost a year, but no matter how hard I tried, I didn't see absolutely no change. It felt like I was putting in all this work for nothing. Plus the same exercises day after day, week after week started to get boring. Plus, in hindsight, thinking about it now, I realized that I didn't have any knowledge when it comes to building muscles. And it was frustrating because I was trying to build a house without any instructions. So one day, I discovered calisthenics, and it was like finding the perfect fit. And I fell in love with it right away. Now, if you've heard of calisthenics, it has its own reputation. People often joke that every calisthenics guy skips leg days. But besides that, the thing that got me the most excited about it were the skills. Let's say like a handstand, a muscle up, or even a front lever. So I started to train for those skills. As time went on, I got stronger. Every few months, I'd learn a new skill. It was like unlocking new levels on a video game, to be honest, but with my own body. And the coolest part, as I got better at these moves, I stopped worrying about being skinny. Instead, I started loving what my body can do. It wasn't about how I looked anymore. It was only about the things that I could physically do. And I definitely fell in love with the whole process. The daily practice, the rough times, the amazing feeling when you finally do your skill for the first time. As my calisthenics skills improved, I began participating in calisthenics competitions just to showcase my skills. And competing led me to an important insight about training. There was no need to squat heavy or to dramatically even increase the size of my legs. While I still required functional strength for my legs, squatting 100 kilograms wasn't a necessity for me. While practicing these skills, it is still required that you have some decent amount of coordination and flexibility in your legs. But squatting over 100 kilograms, that necessarily wasn't my goal. Instead, I shifted my focus into perfecting the skills that I already had or that I would want to get one day. And as my upper body slowly became adapted to the load that I was giving it, hence I got bigger muscles, people started to comment more about my chicken legs. At first, it bothered me, to be honest. But then I realized something funny. They just didn't get it. You see, I'm not training for size. I'm not training for my physique, essentially. Even. I'm training purposely for skills. It's like saying to a marathon runner, where are your fucking shoulders, man? Where are your fucking shoulders, man? It doesn't make sense. And now I just laugh when people say it. Most elite freestyle calisthenics athletes have the same build. And our goal isn't look like bodybuilders. Our goal is to perform amazing feats with our bodies. As I got better at these moves, my perspective shifted completely. I stopped worrying if I was too skinny or too bulky. I simply fell in love with what my body can do. It wasn't about how my body looked in the mirror anymore. It was, what kind of skills can I do? And that's why I didn't focus on legs for the last 10 years, a whole decade. Why do you need to squat heavy when you can do a full planche? And my legs are plenty strong to do what I'm asking for them to do. Fitness isn't a one-size-fits-all. For me, it's about strictly competitive calisthenics. And if that means that my legs are leaner, so be it. The love of the craft is truly what's the most important. Not the stares, not the comments. It is the pure joy of challenging your own body, of proving to yourself that you are capable than you would have ever imagined. I don't judge people anymore, but some people still judge me for my legs. But don't get it twisted, I am one of the lucky ones, since I weigh only 70 kilograms. I'm not that huge. When I take my shirt off, like, I'm not that huge. I am still a stick guy. If you put my current physique together with my legs, you wouldn't notice it actually.
So, how bad is it?
If you want to see my whole calisthenics transformation, you can check out the video right here. But I'm warning you, it's only upper body.